Hello guys, welcome to SteveKnows. This is my must-have list for Oculus Quest games. This is a personal list. I know some people's opinions will differ. Just leave it down in the comment section for everybody to know what games you think should have been here. So, without further ado, let's start the video off with Beat Saber. Of course, this is on the list. Beat Saber from Beat Games is the Jedi Master / Club DJ mishmash that has really been the most mainstream VR title to date. You've likely heard of it even if you don't have VR. In this game, you're given two lightsabers to slash blocks that come towards you in a sequence to a musical beat. The block contains highlighted arrows to determine which direction they need to be slashed from. You'll get more points for maintaining a combo by not missing any blocks in a row, and by how much motion you achieve when slashing. The bigger the swing, the more the points. This very simple premise in this game makes it highly addictive, and you can revisit it and it doesn't feel like a chore. Sharing this around with the family and friends is always great fun, although you don't want to share it because you just want to keep playing yourself. Many different songs are available and are now more frequently being released, such as the Rocket League song pack was just dropped. And since we're on Quest, we also have access to the Imagine Dragons song pack, which enables us to experience 360 degrees of play, where blocks come from all around you. A great game, 100% a must-have. Superhot. This is maybe one of my favourite VR titles on this list, as I had not played Superhot in VR till I had the Quest. I played the flat screen version of the game, but I wasn't ready for the experience that this was going to provide. Fun fact, this game sold more copies in VR than it did on the flat screen platforms, with glowing reviews all around. In this game, you are in a VR simulation, so you're VR within VR, VRception, and in these simulations, you're trying to kill all the enemies in each phase with weapons that are lying around the environment, from machine guns, pistols, bottles, ninja stars, shotguns, even ashtrays and mugs. The special thing about this title is time only moves when you do, which adds this badass action slow motion when you're trying to dodge enemy fire. It can still pose a challenge to kill all the enemies though, as you can be surrounded, and they're trying to move in to hunt you down. This game is so great and runs incredibly well on the Quest, especially when compared to the PC counterpart. It's a fantastic port. The polygon style and the simplicity again makes it the kind of game where you can just revisit at any point and have a ton of fun. Pistol Whip. This game should be next, as it is called the child of Beat Saber and Superhot that was raised by John Wick. How does that not sound appealing? Cloudhead Games have created an arcade-like on-rail shooter that makes use of musical rhythm and precision aiming, dodging, and reactions. In this title, you traverse through environments with a musical track playing, killing any enemy that stands in your way. But to score the most points, you have to shoot them to the musical beat. So during certain moments of the game, you are surrounded by enemies and you have to dodge their oncoming fire and kill people like a badass to the most skanky dubstep they could find. I hurt so much the next day playing this game, you have to get your squat game on. You also definitely get lost in this title when playing it. It's very simple and easy to grasp, but hard to master, which is the best, which is what the most addictive games are like. I've enjoyed this title so much, and I enjoy it even more the more I play it. Due to its simplistic art style, which is very reminiscent of retro simulations, which I am a fan of, it runs fantastic on the Quest, and the fast-paced nature makes it a great fit for the wireless freedom the Quest provides. This is a must title. The Vader Immortal series. I've put this together as a series because it's not just worth playing the one. The third one is not out yet, it's out on the 21st of November, but the first two have been, and it's safe to say for Star Wars fans who are about to be sad that the franchise is over as the last of the modern saga ends, have no fear, Vader Immortal is here. This is a 3-part episodic game series that, without giving away too much detail, has an incredibly detailed, gripping story that is based after Revenge of the Sith and before A New Hope, which Vader is in search of the Bright Star Crystal to unlock an incredible power, but in order to do so he needs to find someone from a certain bloodline to unlock the key. That's all I will say on the story. In this title, you will wield a lightsaber and engage in battles, fulfilling some people's lifelong dreams. In episode 2, you will also unlock the Force, and in episode 3, even more cheeky improvements. With this game, not only do you get a great story around Vader, you also have a dojo which you can practice your Jedi skills, so there is some replayability after you've completed the story. The title also looks incredible for a Quest title, as it was built specifically for this system. It's $7.99 for each episode, or $23.97 if you want all of them. Oh, and I forgot, it's cross-buy. So if you get the Oculus link, you can experience this on a gaming PC as well. Sairento Untethered. This game has been pretty special to me in the VR world, as the developers of this title have provided some of the best post-launch support I've ever seen. They've engaged the community, took direct feedback, and made vast improvements from it. They set out to create the best bargain on the Oculus Quest Store, and they've done a pretty good job. This title is a reinvented port from the PSVR and PC VR title Sairento. In this one, you've got multiple maps or arenas where you take on hordes of enemy terrorists and try to survive whilst pulling off some of the sweetest ninja moves possible. You can run along walls, do front flips, dash, and catapult yourself with a touch of cheeky slow motion that adds some badass playtime. In completing objectives, you unlock relics, and these can be used to upgrade your weapons and provide you abilities to make you more powerful. And the level of weapons you have is incredible. You have a weapon on your bum, one on either hip, and one on each side of your shoulders. My personal favourite is the bow and arrow. They even have multiplayer action where you can team up with friends and take on ninja terrorists together. The wireless nature of the Quest is a vital part of this game. Red Matter, coming from Vertical Robot, is one of the best looking VR titles on the Oculus Quest. There was a huge buzz around the community when this launched, as the visual fidelity achieved on the mobile chipset was incredible. This title is a story-driven adventure VR puzzle game set in a futuristic period. Political war was in full swing, so you get that Russian war vibe that we've seen the German version of in Wolfenstein. You are a secret agent of this war and are sent to gather intel on a secret project. But what was going on at this facility was not what you expected, so you will be solving grand puzzles with a variety of technical tools to uncover the mystery of what's actually occurring in this project. So if you're the kind of person that wants a gripping story and mind-boggling puzzles that you can just play sitting down, instead of dancing around with all these rhythm games, then this is a great one. Job Simulator. This is the first of the simulation series, as we have an expected sequel called Vacation Simulator, expected to hit the Quest soon. This game, coming from Alchemy Labs, is a hilarious, quirky title that can make you feel better about going to work on Monday. In this title, you're in a world that's run by robots in the year 2050. All jobs have been replaced by robots, but luckily there is a simulation available for you to experience what it was like to work a job like normal people back in the day. You can experience what it's like to be a store clerk running a typical garage store, to work in an office where you type away at a desk and use a photocopying machine, to be a chef where you can make dishes for customers, or a mechanic fixing up cars. There are many different occupations to experience. In these moments, you simply have fun, throw things, interact with objects, as this game has a very fleshed out physics engine that you just don't see too often in VR titles, he says. Boneworks. This title, due to its simple design, runs and looks great on the Oculus Quest, and it's just about pure fun. Especially as a working adult, seeing the sarcastic spin on some of these jobs is a great laugh. Robo Recall. This is one of the Oculus's greatest exclusive titles that is also cross-buy. So not only are you adding this to your Quest library, you're also getting a PC VR title too. This was actually brought to us with the help of Drifter VR and Epic Games, so I guess that's why it's not on Steam. Burn! This game is based in the future where we all have assistive robots, but one day an update has occurred and they all start taking over the city and destroying everything. So the corporation that created them hires you to recall them. Hence the name Robo Recall. This title is a sibling of a classic arcade shooter title like Time Crisis that we've enjoyed in the past, but on another level and in VR. You have different maps around the city where you can actually traverse by teleportation only though, trying to find and kill the huge variety of bots. You can grab them, put off their limbs, use them as shields, throw them at other bots, shoot them. There is also a sense of progression as you can customize your weapons, which is unlocked by progressing through the game. The level of freedom you have to kill in this game makes it a ton of fun. Journey of the Gods, or the Zelda of VR as I'm going to call it, is a beautiful title with a unique art style that lends itself well to the Quest platform. A demo of this game is available for you to try as well. This is being brought to us by Turtle Rock, an Oculus exclusive action RPG adventure game which should be music to your ears as we need more of these titles in VR. The story is the Chaos Moon is approaching, which will bring about suffering in the world. So to maintain peace, you set off on a journey to unlock the power of the gods to battle the approaching darkness. You will experience multiple environments and enemies that you can battle with a sword and shield, other melee weapons, and even range weapons like a bow and arrow, while solving puzzles and mysteries that surround the gods. Again, a cross-buy title, so this game will be in your PC VR library as well if you ever decide to get that. When you unlock the godlike powers, it changes the way you play the game altogether, because you'll have the ability to alternate between normal mode and god mode, and make use of your newly acquired powers, adding a new perspective and fresh gameplay in playing the title. And here are some honourable mentions. PAVLOV, this isn't available yet, but the build is available and I've sideloaded it now for months, so I've been able to play it. It will be released as a light version on the 19th of December, so if you're watching this after that date, it's available now, it's out. And it's pretty safe to say this is a must-have Quest title. PAVLOV is an action multiplayer shooter that is as close as we've got so far on the Oculus Quest for Call of Duty in VR. It has team deathmatch and zombies, and even more game modes. The game is more realistic than most with its in-depth reloading mechanic that differs for every weapon, so it's important for you to train in the gun range before heading out into the real world. They also have a variety of maps for you to play online, with future map packs to come as well. The zombies mode is in a hospital and you take on hordes of fast-paced zombies, and with each passing round you're able to upgrade your weapons. But this mode is hard, so good luck. And if you have side quest or know how to sideload, PAVLOV is available on their Discord under the Quest installation page. Enjoy! So that's it from me. I hope there was something there you found interesting, perhaps something you've not owned before, and if you're new to virtual reality, there's a ton of stuff there that will ease you into what this world has to offer. So thanks for watching. Steve knows. Happy gaming, guys, and good day.